So I've had this block of wood floating around my shop for a bunch of years now, and it's kind of a mystery to me. I'm not exactly sure what type it is, but today we're going to turn a box out of it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this spinning and then turn it around so that I can get a tenon turned on both ends. Alright, so it's about turned around, so I'm going to get a tenon turned on both sides so that I can get the lid parted off and start working on that. Alright, so I'm going to be using a skew for this with just a peel and cut. Alright, so that's it for my two tenons. So I'm going to now get my parting tool and make a part so that I can cut the lid off. So what I'm doing is I'm going down in sections and just making the kerf wider than the parting tool. That way I'm not rubbing the sides and building up heat. Alright, so I'm down to about like a half an inch left. I'm just going to grab a saw and cut that off, and I'll be ready to mount this into a chuck and start turning the box. Alright, so I got my body and my lid. The next thing I'm going to do is get the lid mounted so that I can hollow the inside of that out. Alright, so now I want to hollow out the inside of the lid. This is going to dictate the opening on the top of the box. I want a little bit of meat to work with so that I can kind of give the lid a little bit of shape. So I'm going to go, say, right about there and hollow from there inward out. All right, so that's about a 1/2 inch or a little bit more deep. That's about as deep as I want to go. So I'm going to get my square scraper so that I can square off this inside edge and then square off the front of it a little bit. All right, so that looks good. So I'm going to do a little bit of sanding on the inside since this is the last time that I'll have it aiming this way. And then I'll be ready to get the body of the box mounted so that I can start turning that. All right, so now that I have the inside of the lid all turned out, the next thing I need to do is turn a tenon on the top of the body so that it will fit snug on that lid. So I set a pair of calipers to the size of the opening on the lid, and I'm just going to use a skew now to do a peeling cut again. I'm going to start off just doing a small spot just so that I could get the size right, and then I'll go back and make it deeper. All right, so that gives me the fit for the lid. So now I just need to get the lid pinched in there between centers, and I can shape the outside of this box. All right, so to shape the outside, I'm just going to use a spindle gouge for this. I know I got about maybe like a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch to work with before I get to that tenon. Alright, so just do a little bit of sanding on the outside and then it'll be ready to start hollowing out the inside of it. Alright, so now that I have the outside all shaped, the next thing I want to do is come in with a Forester bit and drill out the inside. Alright, so now that it's drilled all the way down to the bottom, I just want to hollow the inside of this out a little bit more to make the walls a little thinner. So you can hollow this out with a bowl gouge or even like a handheld hollowing tool. I'm just going to use my simple hollowing system to do this. I'm not shooting for super thin, I'm going to shoot for maybe like a 1/2 to 1/4 inch wall thickness. Alright, so it's all hollowed out, so what I want to do next is get this flipped around so that I can turn off that tenon. Alright, so the last thing I want to do before I put some finish on it is just to turn this tenon off and sand the bottom, and the box will be all completed. So I have it mounted in my 3D printed soft jaws, and I'm just going to use a small bowl gouge. Alright, so that's as far as I can go with the tailstock, so now I'm going to back the tailstock out of the way, and I'm going to finish the rest of it. Alright, so next step is to get some finish put on this. Alright, so for this one, I'm going to use a mixture of shellac and tung oil. And I'm going to apply it on the lathe. Alright, so I'll just let that dry and just sit there on the lathe so that I don't get fingerprints on it, and then this box will be all done. Alright, so here's the finished box. The shellac and tung oil really brought the grain out in it, so it's got a lot of grain pattern going on in it. If anybody has some sort of idea of what type of wood it is, if you want to leave it down in the comment section to let me know, that would be great, because this was just a piece of wood that I found along the side of the road, so I didn't have much anything to go on.